Tech adoption issues and significant challenge issues. Rethinking the roles of teachers. Here's a diagram of what it was before technology and what it was now. Before we had teacher-centered learning, and then we had a boom in technology, and now we're going more towards student-centered learning. Rethinking the roles of teachers. As we shift to student-centered learning, we are faced with the rethinking of the function of teachers. As new technology emerges, we want our teachers on the forefront, learning and guiding our students. It is sad, but great, that our teachers are no longer the only source of knowledge. Students literally have the world at their fingertips, and it's our job as educators to guide them into critical thinkers and lifelong learners. Intuitive technology. The goal is for students to have natural experiences with intuitive technology. Rapid acceleration of intuitive technology is common everyday movements that allow technology to be controlled. It would be completely motion-based. The biggest issue, again, would be technology messing up. The technology may also misread gestures and report the wrong thing. Authentic learning opportunities. Educators are on board with authentic learning as long as there are rules and guidelines to set up. They want standards so they can evaluate through the authentic learning process. Authentic learning is bringing real-life experiences to the classroom. It focuses on real-world, complex problems and their solutions. Using role-playing exercises, problem-based activities, case studies, and participation in virtual communities of practice. Unfortunately, it is still not seen in all schools. Students aren't allowed to be on equal playing fields when not everyone has the same opportunities. Keeping formal education relevant. Online learning seems to be more at the forefront of the education world, but many believe that traditional classrooms are the way to go. The issue is that both sides don't see that we need both. We need a classroom to learn social skills, while it is okay to do assignments and learn things online. New models are bringing unprecedented competition to schools, especially for students whose needs are not met. Charter and online schools have become a big thing in the recent years. They seem to be great. Smaller class sizes and personal attention, and better access to tools and technology. Parental involvement is key for both of these new concepts to work. Students are also gaining access to unschooling, which rejects conventional methods of learning and promotes work experience, gameplay, and encourages household responsibilities. Keeping student data safe. Student safety is the #1 priority for schools. With new technologies arising, we now have to think about keeping our students' data safe. A great way to store data is through cloud computing. This supports cost efficiency, but sometimes can end up being dangerous when third-party vendors provide low-cost software as a service in return for that data we are trying to protect. There are many other things like ad serving that can make one weary of saving data electronically. It is important to create awareness to these data breaches and hopefully be able to move past them. Closing thoughts. Everything I discussed will impact my work life. I will always be learning and always be growing, finding the next best technology to use for my students. Intuitive technology will be something I will face in the classroom, but that's okay. I think that'll be cool. I agree with many other educators. In order to create opportunities for our students, authentic learning needs standards and it needs guidelines. It is always important to keep formal education relevant. It is also important to face the fact that the world is changing and we need to be ready for new classroom environments. Whether it's the students themselves or their data, it's important to keep it safe. Thank you for your time and attention.